Hey, good morning to you. I hope you have a great Monday. I'm in John chapter 6, looking at verse 5. It says, Then Jesus lifted up his eyes, and seeing a great multitude coming toward him, he said to Philip, Where shall we buy bread that these may eat? But this he said to test him, for he himself knew what he would do. Then Philip answered him, 200 denarii worth of bread is not sufficient for them, that every one of them may have a little. One of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, said to him, There's a lad here who has 5 barley loaves and 2 small fish, but what are they among so many? Then Jesus said, Make the people sit down. Now there was much grass in the place, so the men sat down in number about 5,000. And Jesus took the loaves, and when he had given thanks, he distributed them to the disciples, and the disciples those sitting down, and likewise of the fish, as much as they wanted. So when they were filled, he said to his disciples, Gather up the fragments that remain, so that nothing is lost. Therefore they gathered them up, and filled 12 baskets with the fragments of the 5 barley loaves, which were left over by those who had eaten. And so we have here the miracle of the feeding of the 5,000. We start to see what Jesus had in mind. He already knew when he asked Philip where we'd buy the bread, because he knew what he was going to do. And we see Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, the one who looks at the resources they have and says, there's 5 loaves and 2 fish, but what's that among so many? Today, you and I are posed with that question on a Monday. What will we do? How will we take care of the great needs before us? And Jesus asks us sometimes that question, so we will learn to rely upon him. Every once in a while we'll get like Andrew and we look at the little and say, we just got a little, what's it with so much? But I love how the story ends. In verse 13 it says, Therefore they gathered them up and filled 12 baskets with fragments of the 5 barley loaves which were left over by those who had eaten. In other words, every disciple, each of the 12, had a basket full of bread left over from the small amount they began with. They had a basket full left, so that they knew what Jesus had done. In a crowd that large, many probably didn't realize what had happened, but by the passing of word. But the disciples knew it. And you and I know what God has done for us each day. So this day, as you approach your week, rely on him as you always have. Trust in him, and he'll take care of the needs that you have. You have a great day. Noah's always